Everyone relax. This is Tofop. I'm Charlie Clausen.
I'm Will Anderson. Hello, and thank you for watching.
Will, let's take a friendship quiz.
Right.
We're
We
gonna
always get exactly to the point.
We're going to get we're going to get to know each other a
Great.
little bit better. So these are questions that I'm going to ask, but we can
Answer
take in
together.
turns. Answer together or
okay.
take in
Yep.
turns.
All right.
Okay, but it's designed. This is by Cosmo,
Okay.
and it's the
Cosmopolitan magazine.
yeah. It's
Not
it's
Cosmo Kramer.
No, Cosmopolitan magazine, designed around like there's a whole bunch of friendship questions.
Yeah.
There's saucy ones later on if you want to do the saucy ones.
friendships?
Like, what's your favorite position and all that kind of
Oh,
shit. Best juicy
okay.
questions.
Oh.
What's your favorite place to be kissed?
Oh,
Where is your favorite place to kiss someone? Muji.
Muji.
Have you ever sent a nude photo? Just a Muji. Have you ever received a nude photo from someone else? No, but I'm hoping Muji does. What attracts you to someone else? Muji voucher. What do you wear to bed? Muji. Have you ever had a sexy dream about someone? Yeah, this is girl wearing Muji. If you could sleep with one celebrity, who would be? The Muji spokesperson. Have you ever used handcuffs in bed before? Do Muji sell those? Have you ever given or received a hickey? Is that a new T-shirt that Muji is selling? Have you ever faked an orgasm? No, but I faked having credit cards so I could get some Muji products. What's your favourite sexual position? Muji. Have you ever joined the Mile High Club?
The Muji.
Did you say Muji High Club? Have you ever skinny dipped? Oh, well, I look skinny in your jeans, Muji. Have you had a friends with benefits before? Well, if that means you're going to give me 10% off my next Muji purchase. What's your favourite sex toy? The giant beanbag from Muji. Have you ever fulfilled a sexual fantasy? Yeah, I once bought 5 Muji products online and they got delivered the next day. How many people have you had sex with? This is getting more and more. I don't know about this. Anyway, we're not answering those questions.
Oh my God.
There's also deep questions we could ask, which is about what you think about life and death and all that kind of shit. But I thought we'd start with a much more a more genteel approach, which is general friendship questions.
Okay, great.
So let's start with an easy one. What movie never fails to make you cry?
Oh. What movie never
And
fails
that's a
to
weirdly
make
phrased question. What
you
movie
cry?
always makes you cry?
What movie makes...
Well, I
So-
haven't seen it in a while, but
Yeah.
for a long time, and I've told this story, recounted this story many times. It was Gemma and I, our first date, we went and saw Big Fish, Tim Burton's Big Fish, which I admittedly do not
Yes.
think is a great film.
No,
But
but
there's-
it was a time and place and a thing.
Well, it's just it's all about dads and sons,
Yeah.
and at the very end, it's like a dad, carrying his father down to the river to release him into the afterlife, and it made me bawl. And there was a time where every time I could be sitting through that film bored out of my mind, but it would just get to that scene, and that scene would make me cry. Having said that, the end of Con Air,
yeah.
where Nicolas Cage gives his daughter a bunny in a box, that also, for some reason, makes me cry.
What makes me cry? Oh, you know what? This is not the only one because I'm a big crier in movies. Like, if you've got a scene that is designed
To elicit.
so any movie that has like a like a Mighty Ducks style or like a Little Giants or whatever, like some sort of sporting thing,
The little engine.
and maybe there's like a character whose dad never came to see them play sport, and at the end, their like dad comes and sees them like play sport, and there's like that, those things that are just manipulated to make you cry, like. And by the way, my dad came to see me play sport every time I play sport.
This is not like
He
it's
never
a
missed-
wound.
No, this
Yeah.
isn't like, but that stuff will make me cry heaps. But the big one that literally gets me every time is not in a movie where, and I think it's part of the genius of this movie. I'll see if I can give you
All right.
enough clues that you can. So it's not a serious movie; it's a comedy movie. I'm going to say it's a majority comedy movie, comedy and mixed genre movie.
Yeah. Okay. A comedy mixed genre movie.
Yeah.
All right. So dramedy, maybe?
No,
No, when you say mixed genre,
I mean like a genre, like it's a
Oh,
kind of a
superhero.
If I give it, like
Deadpool or something?
not
like that? No.
not a superhero.
Okay, right.
But I guess like that is the sort of thing that I
Okay,
was like, yeah.
Okay. Musical. No. Mixed genre. It's so confusing.
Well, just no, as in like maybe take mixed out, just
Okay.
like
A
like
genre.
as in like it's a comedy slash
Yeah. Okay.
something.
Oh, okay. Like, is it like Shaun of the Dead or something?
Shaun of the Dead.
Makes you cry when he has to kill his.
when his mum.
Oh,
when you
yeah,
find
that's fair enough. That's a very tender moment.
For weird, like it gets me every single
Yeah,
fucking
right.
time.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I went and saw Raka Raka boys have the guys who did Talk to Me, that horror film that did gangbusters last year.
Yeah.
They've got a new film called Bring Her Back, which is a masterpiece. It's a brilliant film. But it's one of those films
Masterpiece.
Oh, it's amazing. It's such a
Wow.
good film.
Okay.
But it's one of those films, you ever see a great film that is so harrowing and upsetting that you're like, that was great, but I never want to see it again? It's one of those films. And I was bawling at the end of that film. And Talk to Me is a really fun horror film in the sense like it's a metaphor for like drugs, like these kids tap into the supernatural, but the whole thing's really about like the highs and lows of drugs. Like, there's the going up and then the coming down. Whereas this film is all about grief, and it is just so relentlessly, it's a real horror film in the sense that like grief is horrendous and grief is horrible. And you spend the performances are amazing. It looks beautiful. It's such a great film, but because I remember I saw it at, what's that cinema in Carlton, the little one, the Nova. And it was just me and one other woman, and the credits start rolling, and we are both like bawling. And we look at each other and we're like, because it was just so unexpected. I thought I was just seeing like a horror film, but I didn't expect it to have all this pathos and stuff.
Can I just side note? It's not about crying, but have you seen Eddington? Did you see Eddington?
Is that the Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah.
No, I've seen the trailer. It looks good. Is it good?
I like. It's not going to be for everybody.
Yeah.
But I really liked it.
Yeah, he's a good director. What's his face?
Yeah.
He's the guy who did
the Midsummer.
Yeah.
Hereditary.
Yeah.
And the other one
Ari
that I
Aster.
haven't seen. Ari Aster.
Is it Ari Aster?
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
Yeah.
And anyway, it's for those who don't know, it's kind of set in the early sort of COVID's just small like border town. It's a western set in a border town. COVID's just starting. It's about kind of like social media and like. Anyway, I think it's really funny, and I really liked it.
Okay. How would your best friends describe you? That's a tough one. It's hard to know.
How would
you go first?
Okay. Well, I think my best friends would describe me as being.
I'll be the judge of that. Handsome, witty, with a rapist wit. I mean, rapier wit.
Oh my God.
That's a Dumb and Dumber joke. Everyone settle down.
All right. I don't actually know how my friends would describe me. I think I don't know actually. Do you think about how your friends would describe you much? It's an interesting question to be asked. I don't think I do think about it.
I don't think about it that much. I don't really know. I actually often wonder because
it would be interesting to have that level of self-awareness, or to be able to see yourself through other people's eyes.
I think
how much do you think it
broadly
would change you?
people would describe me as being like happy, like if you want the most broad.
Yeah.
But
people who know you know that you're not just happy. That would be
that's
to
right. So
like,
your
not
best
see
friends,
all of you.
Yeah,
to just describe you as happy.
And I think it's also hard.
You've got a sense of like, I'll go along with things. Like I'll be like, Charlie, you'll be up for it.
Easy
going.
Sort
of thing. Like, But how helpful, if you got offered, okay, so I've kind of just taken this question.
Yeah.
I'm asking a new question,
Go.
really. But if you got offered the opportunity to see yourself through other people's eyes, and then you get to return to being yourself. So you get like a week where you could see yourself truly through Gemma's eyes, or truly through Iona's eyes, or through my eyes, or through who. But you can choose. You either get to do all of it, like you get to see yourself through everyone's eyes, everyone you encounter, basically, you get the insight, or none of it. Like you can't just choose, I want to see myself through Iona's eyes and...
Right. So when you're saying you're seeing someone, so are you taking on their history and their point of view and all that kind of stuff?
Well, you're going to get a sense of it. Like in the same way as when
it's still
you
your
look
consciousness.
when you see someone and you like get a sense of how it is you feel about that person,
Yeah.
all that context will be there.
Right. So, okay.
You
So,
won't just be observing the moment.
right.
You will get to
Feel the emotion
feel all
that
the history
person.
and whatever is like.
So it's almost a being John Malkovich type situation where you are an observer of their feelings and emotions. So like you are a passive kind of passenger in that person. So like they're feeling happy or they're feeling horny or they're feeling whatever.
That's right. Yes.
Okay, yeah. No, I don't want that. I mean, I don't even like seeing how I appear on TV. Like anytime I've acted in something, I always have an idea of how I'm coming across. And then every time I'm see it, I'm always shocked by that's not what I thought I was doing or behaving or how I thought I was being. So I imagine in my real life it would be even more confronting because the stakes are much higher. Like when I'm pretending to be someone, sure, like I didn't come across how I thought I was. But, I'd hate to think, I mean, Gemma's actually pointed this out to me a few times, as a partner often will, is like, are you okay? Because you're acting weird and you're not aware. Oh, I thought I was being normal, or I thought I had a smile on my face, therefore people think I'm happy. Oh, no, you're acting strange, you're being distant or whatever, any of that kind of stuff. I don't. Would you be curious to see yourself? I also don't want to hear the thoughts of other people, though. I think that could damage all my relationships. Because all it would take would be one negative, even if it's just a kind of in passing, they love me overall, but geez, he's a dickhead. I think that would haunt me to have that knowledge that at that time, someone thought I was a dickhead.
I think that I'm at a point in my life, like there would be a point in my life 10, 20 years ago where I absolutely would have said, no, of course I don't want to. And now it would not be for any ulterior motive, but would I be curious about understanding how people saw me, like in a true way, and be prepared for the fact that like some of it would not be stuff that I would be, that wouldn't be great or would be indifferent or would be.
You can do that by just asking people.
I
You don't have to enter their body.
But I don't want to have the conversation. You know what I mean?
So you're not willing to have the conversation, but you're willing to enter someone's consciousness and hover like a parasite in their bodies. Yeah. I get what you're saying because it's an observed. Yeah. Because one is I
can observe it neutrally versus
as opposed to a controlled answer.
In the same way as I'm like, Dave Hughes and I were talking about this recently about like not watching, because I had been watching him on Taskmaster and I messaged him about it, and he,
from his hospital bed.
Well, that's right. It was actually literally while he was in hospital. So we were texting about that as well, and I was mentioning that I'd been watching him on Taskmaster, and we were talking about not watching our own stuff and how little of it we viewed, and mostly it's because next time you're doing it, you don't want to be in the mindset of the person who, like, you don't want to be thinking about anything other than just doing it.
Yeah.
But of course, so much of like improvement could be like also like if a professional athlete said something like that, they'd be like, well, that's not how it works. You've got to watch your tapes back and improve. And like, so you do sometimes wonder, like, I would say 90% of the storage on my phone is unlistened to comedy sets that I have recorded, but I will never listen back to. And on the rare occasions that I would listen back, you have the capacity to create an environment where you're like, today, I am just going to kind of step outside my own ego and just listen back to this as if this is someone else. Like sometimes I'll just do that when I'm writing or whatever. I'm like, this is not you today. You are an independent observer just looking at this piece of work and going, what's wrong with it, or what needs to be improved, or what needs to be fixed, you know, or whatever. And I can do that.
Yeah.
So I think if I could do that with other people in seeing, like even things that would make me a better friend or partner or whatever to them to go, oh, I didn't know that that's what they needed from me and are not getting, or whatever it might be.
Yeah, that'd be interesting, I guess.
But I don't really want to have the conversation with them. I just would prefer to know.
Lazy. Well, I want lazy frientships. I want all my friendships to be low effort.
I just want a shortcut. All that, so,
I just want to enter someone's brain. Does that science exist yet?
Yeah, I really want to do what it is that you want me to do for you. I just don't want to do all that bullshit in between to work it out.
Everyone relax!